cd0track40. 1.
I was at Sydney Airport in Australia, and I got a taxi to take me to the hotel. A few minutes after he'd left the airport, the taxi driver said that his meter was broken, but that he would charge me $50, which was what he said the trip usually cost. It was my first time in Sydney, and of course, I didn't have a clue what the usual fare was, so I just said okay. But later, when I was checking into the hotel, I asked the receptionist what the usual taxi fare was from the airport, and she said about $35. I was really annoyed, and I sent an email to the taxi company, but I never got a reply.
2.
I was traveling in the UK. It was a work trip, and I knew that I was going to have to answer a lot of emails during that time. So I booked a hotel in Liverpool where they advertised Wi-Fi in all the rooms. When I arrived, it turned out the hotel charged £16 for 24 hours of Wi-Fi, which is about the same as I pay for a month of internet at home. I complained to the man at reception, but all he said was that I could use the Wi-Fi in the lobby, which was free. I wasn't very happy about it. Hotels used to make a lot of money from customers by charging a ridiculous amount for phone calls. Now that everybody uses their cell phones to make phone calls, some hotels now charge a ridiculous amount for Wi-Fi.
3.
I was in an Italian restaurant in New York City recently, and I ordered manicotti, which is a kind of pasta, a little like cannelloni, and it's filled with cheese and served with tomato sauce. Well, when it arrived, the tomato sauce was really hot, but the pasta and the filling were cold. It was like they were still frozen. Anyway, I called the waitress, and she said that it couldn't be cold. So I said, "Sorry, it is cold. Do you want to try it?" So she took it back to the kitchen, and later the manager came out and apologized. And when I finally got the dish, it was good, hot all the way through. But I'd had to wait a long time for it. But later the manager came out again and offered me a free dessert. So I had a delicious tiramisu for free.